When you're looking at what's called industrial level fraud where you are dealing with large data sets, not somebody just changing a few invoices, but big data fraud, the way that you find the fraud is you look for a starting point. And a starting point is found with statistical pattern analysis. Now, what that means is that every data set, it could be a data set of Girl Scout cookies and how they're sold. It could be the most innocent data set in the world. All data sets have patterns in them of how the data looks and operates. Fraud is no different. What statistical pattern analysis does is it looks for the patterns in the data and it finds outliers, it finds anomalies in the data. And what is happening in this election, and it's very well shown on your site, EveryLegalVote.com. You have a very excellent presentation there of what statistical fraud looks like. So what happens is with statistical fraud, you actually can look at these large data sets. You can see these very strange anomalies, and from the anomalies, you dig in, and that's where you find the real fraud.
That's fascinating, Jay. Tell me more.
I looked at a bunch of the analyses out there by people like Dr. Shiva and 3 or 4 other very good statisticians. I mean, these people are state of the art. Their mathematics is outstanding. And I reviewed that. I reviewed that material very, very carefully. And what I was able to see, and I was able to see it again and again, is that the fraud that occurred was industrial level. It was the type of fraud that could only be done with computers creating algorithms. And you can see it because across different data sets, a precinct, for instance, might be a data set. Every precinct had exactly the same algorithm moving votes from candidate A to candidate B. That can only be done with computer algorithms. And what the conclusion is very clear. If you take a look and you can get hold of those voting machines and you can look at the source code and you can look at the log files, you're going to find how that fraud actually occurred.